Hey, what's up guys, McGuidelines here, and we're back at it again with a brand new video. Today we're doing a cheat review for Fanta.club, but right before the video actually starts, I wanted to tell you guys about my Spotify account upgrading service. If you guys want lifetime Spotify Premium for $3, check the link down in the description. There's a lot more information down there for you to look at. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoy the video. Peace out. Anyways, let's get right into the review. If we open the menu, obviously the colors, they can be different for anyone. If you go to the Misc Tab or the Settings tab, go to Menu, you could actually change the colors for about everything in the menu. Obviously, you can have some gross color combos or some nice ones. A lot of people do different things. I think this one looks pretty decent. I don't know. Some people like it, some people don't. I'm going to keep it like this. I don't really care. I have debated actually changing it to orange just because, you know, it's called orange. Anyways, doesn't really matter. We're going to get into the actual settings now, but if we start over here in the menu settings, this is what it all looks like. You can change everything. Turn on soda can. So when you open the menu, it makes that annoying little soda can sound. I don't really use that much, but yeah. One thing that really sucks about this cheat is actually the configs. You can only have 3 configs in total in this cheat, and you can't really have many more than that. I might be wrong actually, but from what I can tell, you can only have 3 configs. Kind of sucks, but you know what? Doesn't really matter, I guess. Here's a player list. Doesn't really do much. There's no functionality in it. All you could really do is see the wins of the people that you're playing with and what rank they are. You can't actually see anything because, well, I'm not playing with anyone. I'm playing with a ton of bots. So you'll see me, Gunhilla, ranked, unranked apparently, even though I'm Master Guardian Elite. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of bugged because of the last game I played in, I guess. But if you're playing in competitive matchmaking, this will work completely fine. Let's see here. If we could go to the skin tab, this skin changer I believe is pasted from a different cheat. Not exactly sure which cheat, but we could show that off by going to a random knife, let's just show butterfly. There we go. Yeah, that'll work. If we actually try to inspect the butterfly, oh, hold on. Okay, now it's working. I don't know why. Let's see, what happens if we go to the, which one was it? If we go to this knife, if we inspect it, okay, inspects perfectly fine. Alright, that's weird because back when I was playing competitive in my live stream earlier today, I inspected this knife in particular, and it did the broken inspect animation where it would just kind of like jab. I don't know, it was weird. I don't know what's wrong. So the skin changer, the animations for the knives might not be completely reliable. However, the skin changer itself works very well. One thing that's going to be kind of annoying is that you're going to have to either search the skin IDs or know them off your hand. I know the Dopplers are all kind of around the 419 or 4 something like that. If I could actually, for some reason it's bugging out and I can't really do much about that. Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't matter. Skin changer. I'd honestly give this skin changer like, I don't know, like a 3 out of 10 because I've seen much better skin changers on different cheats. One nice thing that they have is they have a glove changer, but once again, it's kind of buggy as in you could select like specialist gloves with spearmint, and as you can tell, that skin for the glove doesn't work on specialist gloves. I wish they wouldn't allow that and just fix that so it's, you know, they have the correct restrictions in for the correct gloves. But yeah, so skin changer itself, 3 out of 10. It could be better, like very much so could be better. Now this is where we start getting into cool stuff. This is the Misc tab, and in here we have a lot of features, and I'm just gonna go over them briefly and then say what I like and don't like about them, how they could be better. Starting off with the top, bunny hop. One thing that's really cool is they have bunny hop and auto strafer, right? Bunny hop, I'm not using auto strafer just because there's no point for me to use it, but if you're gonna be bunny hopping and competitive, trying to look legit, which is what this cheat is for, you can't hit every hop perfectly, and you could obviously fake missing hops like that or something, but as you know, like experienced bunny hoppers aren't going to be like missing hops like too bad, and if you're using auto bunny hop, it's a perfect bunny hop, so you will literally never miss a hop. I wish they had something kind of like the Aimware, a legit bunny hop where you could still hit every single hop but kind of lose a little bit of velocity sometimes. It's just a random amount. A little bit of delay in the hops or something. I don't know. Just make it a little bit more legit. Have an extra setting for that. Other than that, it's pretty cool. They have an auto strafer. It's not multi-directional. Not really needed, but it's just forward. You can't strafe backwards. But if you know what you're doing, you turn off auto strafer and you can strafe backwards. You can strafe sideways. That's just because you're strafing normally. You're not using any auto strafer, obviously. Clan tag. You can have any custom clan tag. You can see aimware.com, you know, obviously. They also got the Sippin' Fanta moving tag. As you can see, Fanta, Sippin', yeah. And then they got Retard Inc. I don't know what the story behind this is, but same exact thing as the moving Fanta tag, except for it says Retard Inc. No one's really explained that to me, so I don't know. And then you could also turn it off. Just turn it off. They got Legit Resolver, which is just a resolver for legit anti-aim. It'll resolve people using legit anti-aim. From what I can tell, after using this for a little bit, it's not perfect, but I heard they are updating it like constantly, trying to improve it and make it better. It's however just not perfect right now. Yeah. Anyways, they're adding, or they had this little option here so you could add a keybind for it, but I just use no key because I don't want to have a keybind to resolve people. I'd just rather do it automatically. Auto defuse, you could defuse the bomb at the desired time you want left, so 0.03 seconds. If you just hold this key, it'll automatically defuse it at 0.03 seconds left. Auto accepts matches, shows ranks, shows enemy team's ranks. Night mode, obviously, night mode slider. I never use this for legit play, it's really pointless. Skybox, you can either just turn this off or change it to whatever you want. Obviously, I accidentally changed it to the same exact one. This says HDR, but this looks fucking awful. Jesus Christ, what the fuck is this? Alright. Okay, I thought that crashed my game. That is extremely bright. Sorry, I'm spending too much time on this, I know. Vietnam, that's fine. That looks cool. I like that. I've always liked this one. Vietnam looks sick. Fucking awesome. Alright. If we get through this, we got Dumbbot. What this does is, I think it's random movements, kind of. It's like, it'll randomly move you around the map, and you won't get a griefing ban for just sitting AFK. It's kind of pointless, really, because if you're going to be cheating in a video game, you shouldn't be going AFK in the first place. But if you get really mad in a comp game or something, you just want to fucking leave your computer, you can turn on Dumbbot and walk away. No real reason to have that. I don't really care for it. Hit sounds, this is, you know, just generic hit marker. I don't really use it because I found out that it makes me bad at the game, honestly. Death sounds, this is when you kill someone. Like chicken sounds, I don't know why. Kill message, you can put in any custom kill message you want. I pasted something that my friend said that I thought was really funny. He just started typing random words. Sometimes we see what the Twin Towers does, and finally the drums bang into existence for one Black Raven of the century. Means absolutely nothing, but I think it's fucking hilarious, so I keep it in there. Every time I want to be obvious, I turn that on. Death message, same exact thing. You can turn whatever the fuck you want on. Yeah. You can see they have the commands, like you can see like at name, at kills, at deaths, at assists. It'll just put in whatever variable that equals, you know, if you understand what I'm trying to say by that. Ambient sounds, useless sounds that don't really matter in the game, that just kind of clutter up your ears and take that competitive edge away from you. You can turn those down to whatever you want, or just completely off, so you only hear footsteps and stuff. This config tends to have them very low, which is a nice feature that I haven't really seen in many other hacks, by the way. View model adjust, obviously you can change your view model size. I usually keep this around 90 to 110 just because, you know, I really like having my arms very far forward. I think it looks cool, especially with like the AK and stuff. Let's see what happens if we, yeah, see my arm starts detaching. I like to keep it like right before the arm starts detaching. But then we pull out the knife and the arm's looking all fucked. So, I don't know. You like to, if you want to fuck with that, that's in a fucking ton of cheats. So, I mean, go ahead. PD rank, honestly, okay, don't do that. Okay, there should really be a check for that. That's fucking stupid. Alright, so don't click PD rank if you're not on a comp server and you actually want to start deranking, because it'll just kick you out of the damn match. Learn that the hard way right now. Third person key, obviously. Doesn't really do much other than put you in third person. This is really good for checking your anti-aim to see if it's on or working. I'll get into the legit anti-aim in a second. Anti-AFK just moves you slightly or makes you jump or something. Not exactly sure what it does, but you know, you don't get kicked for being AFK, so that's nice. Basically, these are the generic Misc settings, and I think a lot of these are pretty useful. So I'd give this basically an 8 out of 10, just because I wish they had legit bunny hop and multi-directional strafing, and things like different hit sounds and slider for hit sound or percentage, and what else? What am I missing? Oh, custom. No, wait, no. Also, I wish that PD rank had a warning. Yeah, that's about it. If we get into the legit anti-aim settings, I'm not exactly sure what any of these bottom parts do. These are all server-side technical fucking shit things. I don't know. Basically, all I know is you want anti-flicker on, you want slide fix, LBY extend. You could use manual, you could use edge, 280 max distance, animations, balance adjust I heard is good. Indicator, you want to keep that on just so you can stay indicated over here. You can't really see it. It's like where my money is. You can see it's indicating if the anti-aim's on and which side my reel is pointing to. Other than that, that's basically it. It's legit anti-aim. As you can see, if you're in third person, you can see your reel with the orange orange hitboxes. As you can see, my reel is flicking around when I go to edge. But you can't see your actual fake angle, which is like the most annoying thing ever. They need to add that, or else I'm gonna lose my shit. Fake angle ghost, yes please. So we have fake lag here. We have moving, standing, in air, on visible, and on crouch. Fake lag's very helpful for legit play. It just makes you kind of fucking hard to hit. It's really fun to fuck around with. And anti-trigger, this is fake lag on peak, so 13 fake lag on peak, timeout after 35 either ticks or milliseconds, not sure. You can set this to no key or any key, so you can just turn it on a key. There's a notification for this, you can hear every time I peek it, you can't actually see me fake lagging third person, but yeah. You can hear that annoying notification. I keep that off. A lot of people turn that on for some reason. I'm not sure why. Fuck that shit. I don't like it. Yeah, so that's the Misc Tab. For the legit AA, I give a 10 out of 10. I wish they had more explanation for these. And yeah, fake lag, 10 out of 10. Perfect. Nothing wrong with it. Anti-trigger, 9 out of 10 just because the notification's annoying. No, 10 out of 10 for this too. It's actually pretty perfect. I like the anti-trigger. Something that you don't actually see in most legit cheats is fake lag settings and peak fake lag for you know, legit play. That's usually an HVH feature, so implementing that into legit play is really nice. The visuals, I don't really have much things good to say about the visuals other than the backtrack dots are like very nice. I find myself wanting to aim at backtrack dots like all the time, so your brain, if you use this cheat for like more than a few days, will automatically learn to just aim at the backtrack dots like automatically. Like, I mean, obviously you're gonna learn to aim at the backtrack dots, but I found that it came very naturally that I just started aiming at backtrack dots, and I started learning that I don't have to aim directly at the player model to get a kill. I think that's very nice. That's the only really good thing I have to say about that. Other than that, the names has a max character slider, so you can make it so it only shows like 3 characters of everyone's names, or 2 or 1. Don't know why this is even in the cheat. I don't really care though. It's cool, I guess. There's just no reason to have it. As you can see, Bot Harry right here, he only has Har. Bot John only, or something. What is he? Oh, he's John. Okay. Well, yeah. Bot Paul, PAU. This is because I have it all set to 3. If I set it to 7, it goes up. As you can see, it starts going down. The 1 character is actually kind of cool though. I like that. I might actually use that now because I didn't really think that would be cool, but I do like that. Anyways, we can turn that off, kind of pointless. I'm not sure if you could actually change the colors for the box ESP. Orange means visible, white means behind a wall or something, not visible. Same with everything else. It's basically pointless. Aim lines, this is fucking disgusting. Anyone that uses this is fucking awful. I'm sorry, I hate that. The health bar in this cheat, I absolutely hate it. As you can see, full health. Okay, hold on, that just fucking showed it off already. Full health, green, all the way up. Shoot him. He's yellow. Like, what the fuck? It doesn't go down. Like, red. What the fuck? Just go down. Like, here, look. One thing that I really hate about this is, so like, you see he's red. Every single time I see someone with red health bar, I'm like, oh, cool, he's about to die. He's 1 shot. Nope. He's fucking 2 shot. What? 3 shot? See, hold on. Look at that. He's red health, right? It took 3 extra shots just to kill him. Like, that's absolutely ridiculous. I hate the health bar of this cheat. 0 to 10 for the health bar, honestly. Whoever the fuck coded that health bar, you're an idiot. I honestly really can't fucking stand that. Like, whoever the fuck designed that is just an idiot. And getting off of that, cross, that puts a cross on people. I guess it's kind of, I never really saw this, I never knew this existed. And it's kind of cool because it's just like an out-of-the-way ESP. It doesn't really take up too much space on your screen. And it shows you where enemies are through walls. Sometimes boxes can get too clunky and you just know exactly where everyone is. This would be a nicer feature to have. I'm going to start actually using that now every time I use hacks. XQZ chams, you guys should know what this is. You can see them through the bottom. Yeah, that's normal stuff. Alright. Now let's go to this. You can turn on always on key, or on visible. So let's see. Let's put up a wall or something. Peek spray walls. Okay. We do names. You can't see his name through the wall. You get to him. If you peek, you see he's visible. You can see his name. Let's go boxes. You can't see the box through the wall. You peek him. You see the box. You know, that's normal stuff. If you're going to be using boxes with on visible, you're kind of just an idiot anyways, though. You should just be using chams with on visible and maybe names. But there's really no point to do that. Okay, never mind. You can change the colors. I was wrong. You could change the colors for glow. Oh, you can't change it for the boxes still, I think. I'm not really sure. Oh, no, these are for the boxes. You could change the colors for the boxes. I was wrong. Yeah. Visible colors, non-visible. So as you can see, it's white for non-visible, and then orange for visible. And then my chams, these are just normal cham settings. As you can see, there's lit, which is just flat chams. There's no shadowing, 100% like lit, I guess you could say. And then there is the normal chams. For some reason, I've never really played with flat chams with this cheat. I always use normal chams like this. I don't know why. I like to see the texture on the character. It just makes me know a little bit more like what angle he's looking at and stuff. These are where you configure the backtrack chams and the ping correction. If you guys want to know what ping correction is, it basically is like forward tracking. If you don't know what forward tracking, I recommend you watch Master Loser's video about it. It's basically predicting your own ping. So it takes your own ping from the server, your natural ping. Like say you had 30 ping to the server, and obviously what you see on your screen is 30 milliseconds behind what the server actually knows. So you try to predict what the server actually knows. Sorry, I accidentally took a screenshot right there. You try to predict the angles and the position of the player, what the server actually knows with his velocity and position, all this stuff. And that just kind of shows you where it is, ping correction dots. Very technical thing. If you want to learn more about it, go watch Master Loser's video about it. It's very smart. Anyways, let's get into the trigger bot. The trigger bot on this cheat's phenomenal. I think there's nothing really wrong about it. You could enable it. Enable aim, so you can have aimbot with your trigger. Well, I'll hold my trigger key. Flicks to his head. And then obviously there's RCS enabled. Alright, so that's really nice. I really like the trigger bot. Aim at jumping targets, quick switch after shot. What this will do is, if you're using like a scoped weapon, you shoot them with trigger bot, automatically switch to your knife, or sometimes a grenade, I think. I'm not sure. If you have a grenade, it might switch to the grenade, but I think it always switches to the knife. Not exactly sure about that. I don't know why I'm showing that off in such detail. Anyways, pre-aim, not sure what it does, never used it. Aim FOV, that's just your aim FOV, so you know, field of view that it actually starts aiming at. As you can see, I'm out of the FOV, and as soon as I get into the 65, it flicks onto him. Starting smooth, this is the speed that it'll start at, this is the speed that it'll end at. If you change these like slightly, it'll make sure it's dynamic, and your smoothing will be very dynamic. As you can see, this is going to slow down a lot towards the end. You can see it starts off really fast and then slows down a lot. Here, I could magnify that, I guess. Hold on. Yeah, now it's much slower, but if we change that back to 6.0, I believe it was, that's fine enough. It's just kind of consistent, kind of fast the whole time. I like that. Smooth increment per tick. This is another one of those technical things that I don't exactly understand. I believe 0.5 is default, and I would keep it there for you too. Trigger delay. If you're holding a corner with an op, you're probably going to want to use trigger delay and try to hit the backtrack of a person instead of you know, just instantly shooting them, because that looks very suspicious. But I tend to use 0 trigger delay because I never really hold corners, and Yeah, what I mean by holding corners, by the way, is holding an angle that would look like that, like in-game. So something like this, where you could barely see through. If a player ran by, you wouldn't have enough time to actually shoot them. But if you're using Trigger Bot, let's see if I can actually get an enemy to do it. If you're using Trigger Bot, this would be something really easy to shoot through. Yep, like right there, I killed that guy. I didn't even see him on my screen by the time I did it. You don't want to do that, but if you use Trigger Delay, set really high, do the same thing. You'll probably shoot at the backtrack, or just fucking aim lock like a retard. Never mind, I'm a liar. Yeah, don't do that either. I recommend just keeping trigger delay at 0, 1, or 2, just kind of low, and then yeah, just doing that. Moving target visible time, not sure what it does. Slow target visible time, not sure what it does. Maximum aim time, this is just how long it either ticks or milliseconds that you're going to be aiming for. Not exactly sure. It's a good feature because it makes sure that your aimbot just doesn't keep locking onto someone. So Trigger Bot tab, complete 10 out of 10, phenomenal. This is perfect for legit play. You can make it really obvious for rage if you wanted to as well. I fucking love the Trigger Bot in this cheat. I love it. It's amazing. It deserves its whole tab too, by the way. Some legit cheats just keep the Trigger Bot in the Aimbot tab. This cheat has enough features to allow it to have its own tab, which I fucking adore. And then to get into the aimbot, this is where things start to get really nice. Aimbot, once again, we have a lot of general settings, then we have misc, auto wall, and weapons, so we'll get into the other stuff first. First, we're going to get into here. First of all, first thing you see, backtrack. Always have this at 10 ticks, and then if you want to look legit, I recommend using a maximum of like 110 like fake latency, because obviously the enemies are going to see that you have 110 ping or something like that, and that's about where people can play and still be like decent at the game. But if you don't care what people think, set it to fucking 200. Backtrack the maximum ticks. You're not going to get Overwatch banned for backtrack, I promise you. Backtrack is completely legit, and I think in this cheat the backtrack comes up very legit looking in Overwatch. As you can see, we're backtracking absolute fucking loads of distance. This is really helpful for pistol rounds on CT when you have the USP. It's really easy to just one-tap people's backtrack, because it's like a whole wall you can shoot at and kill them. As you can see, I'm not really missing any shots right here. Let's get the deagle out, actually. Where's the fucking deagle at? Where is it at? Where are you at? Alright. This is completely without aimbot, by the way. This is literally just the backtrack working. Alright, well, we just missed a few shots, but imagine just seeing that in game, like someone just like getting rushed by like 7 different keys or something and just completely tapping them with a backtrack. It doesn't really come up in Overwatch at all, and it looks very legit in Overwatch, so you don't get banned for backtrack. Absolutely love the backtrack in this cheat, because you could have a setting that aims at the backtrack and traces to the backtrack. And you could also do the same thing with Trigger Bot. You could Trigger Bot backtrack angles. So a lot of cheats, their aimbot won't aim at the backtrack. As you can probably tell with this cheat, it is not a problem. The aimbot will target backtrack completely fine. How do we get rid of these damn peak spray walls? Where is it at? Alright. If I could get the aimbot to really show. I'm trying to get it to show on the... Yeah, I don't know. I can't really get the aimbot to show my settings are too legit, I guess. Oh, I didn't mean to shoot it twice. But the aimbot will actually target backtrack instead of trying to pull all the way to the real player model. That's really nice, because it makes you look 100% more legit, and it's just a super good feature, honestly. Team aim, you can aim at teammates. Smoke check, you won't shoot through smoke. Same thing with flash. Block input, this is a stupid setting. I don't recommend ever using it. Just keep it off. Target switch delay, this is milliseconds or game ticks. I'm assuming milliseconds that it takes for you to switch from one target to the next when doing a spray down. So if I spray down like this person right here, and this guy's also in my FOV, it'll take 50 milliseconds for me to switch from this guy to this guy. That guy's too far away. But 50 milliseconds really ain't much. I usually actually keep that off just because target switch delay is really pointless. It does look a little bit fishy when your aimbot settings are a little bit high and you just instantly switch to another person after getting the spray down and killing them, because it's kind of like way too fast for your own timing. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah. Max moving target RCS, so this is asking for the this slider is asking for the max speed someone can be moving to use RCS on them. That's because sometimes it looks very obvious when someone's running full speed and you use RCS. Doesn't really matter actually. If you're using a legit config, I keep that very high. Head multipoint. So if you guys know what multipoint is, basically whatever you set this slider to, it's kind of the same thing as head scale, so I'm just going to explain head scale. Whatever you set this slider to, 75%, it's going to scale down the hitbox size 75%, and that makes it so you miss less shots due to spread. If you aimbot to a multipoint or an aim point that's like on the very edge of their head, you're very likely to miss a shot due to spread just because there's not much to shoot at. But if you aimbot at a point that's like 75% into their head, or 75% scaled down, you're aiming further into their body and you have a higher chance of hitting even when your spread is kind of high. So this is necessary in a legit cheat to be very good. I think it's one of the best things I've ever seen in a legit cheat, honestly. And yeah, so the body multipoint body scale can also be a little bit higher than the head multipoint and head scale, and that's just because that it's a bigger hitbox and you're more likely to hit it due to spread. Max angle limit, honestly, I think this is like 15 degrees. I'm not exactly sure what the hell that means. If anyone can actually tell me down in the description below, or the comments below, I'd appreciate that. Over aim, same thing with that. I don't know what either of those two features do, so if anyone can tell me, I'd appreciate it. These as well, I think the randomizers just randomize your pitch and yaw for the RCS and the aimbot. But I have absolutely no idea what the prediction is. If anyone wants to tell me, I still don't know. Auto wall, I never use this because it can be obvious, but you could just have your aimbot like lock on through walls as well. So walls that you can shoot through, mind you. Kind of pointless. I don't really use that. You could just do that yourself if you really wanted to. And then this is where things get spicy. This is where you can create your own weapon configs for every single weapon. Literally every single weapon, by the way. So if you wanted to get really into this and config every single weapon, you can. However, you could just do the main ones like Deagle, AK, all the guns, or all the handguns, all the snipers, and all the other rifles, You don't have to do any of the SMGs or the shotguns if you don't really want to. Just don't play with them. Anyways, tapbot FOV. What tapbot is basically aimbot, so don't even worry about it when it says tapbot. The FOV goes from 0 to 100. I'm not exactly sure how FOV works on Fanta, because I was told by a few different people that it's kind of different from normal FOVs on normal cheats. Like 25 is actually a low FOV. Let me see. As you can see, 25 on any other cheat would probably target this guy from here. But if I go, yeah, it's a little bit smaller, I think. Yeah, I don't know. It's a little weird. But yeah, I honestly don't know. The FOV is a little just weird in this cheat. Start smooth, end smooth, I showed that off in the trigger bot already. Consecutive smooth and increment smooth, these are two things that I don't understand myself. I have to have other people really set these up for me because I don't understand them. RCS smooth is just smoothing out your RCS so it doesn't look blatant. And RCS FOV, same thing as tapbot FOV, just, you should probably keep this the same as your tapbot FOV all the time, just to keep it, well, I guess, I don't know. First shot delay, consecutive shot delay. So what first shot delay is good for is actually like sniping. So let's see here. It gives you time for your aimbot to kick in before you actually shoot. So I'm gonna hold left click here and see what the op does. Okay, never mind. I'm fucking... Okay, there we go. So if I go into the FOV that the op actually kicks in at, which is 15 on this config, is very low. And I hold left click. As you can see, I'm not even aiming at the guy. And it waits until the first shot delay is over, 15 whatever, 15 ticks, 15 milliseconds, I'm not sure, something like that, and then it shoots. That's only if the aimbot locks on though. And if the aimbot's not active, it's just going to shoot. You're going to left click. Basically, this feature should only be used with like ops, so it gives you time for your aimbot to aim before you actually register a shot. So if you're aiming slightly off of someone, you'll actually hit them. If we could go back to the AK, I think I messed up my config a little bit, so I want to switch that back. Nope, we should be fine, actually. Cool. Looking at this, there's not really much else that I want to go through. Body aim HP, this will make sure that you do at least 21 health or damage when you aimbot at someone. Yeah, hit chance, you guys should know what hit chance is. This will choose closest, this will choose your hitboxes that you target. If you want to be legit, you want to choose closest, just cuz. Or if you want to be obvious, choose head. That's up to you completely. Auto stop, this will, when you start aimbotting on someone, I can't really demonstrate it. It's supposed to stop you. I don't know why it's not. Auto stop? Oh, first shot only. That's why. So, hello? Auto stop on? Yeah. Okay, I don't know. Auto stop's being buggy. I just don't know how it works, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, as you guys can see, there's a lot of settings for the aimbot. Just a lot of shit to go through, and you can configure this for every single weapon. Keep that in mind that a lot of the weapons, like every rifle is going to look similar in configs, every SMG is going to look similar, every sniper is going to look similar, and every handgun is going to look fairly similar in configs. But you should have a little bit of variation in every single one of them. And yeah, so basically that was Orange Fanta, guys. I believe in the beginning when I didn't have this cheat, I talked shit about this cheat a lot, just because the community that it hosted was god awful. With that being said, there's a lot of new people in the community and a lot of nice people in the community nowadays that aren't just ego tards that, you know, actually are helpful and nice people. So if you guys want to give this cheat a try, the best way to get Fanta is to actually go to Fanta.club, apply for Mango. After 6 months of owning Mango, the public version of this cheat, which has a little bit of less features. If you guys want me to review that, by the way, let me know down in the comments below. Mango is basically the budget version of this cheat, and it's public, but you got to apply for it. After 6 months of having Mango, you get Fanta Orange, and you can also increase your chances just by having Mango of getting invited to Fanta Orange. I think it's really easy to get invited once you have Mango. But anyways, guys, that's basically been the review. Thank you guys so much for watching until the end. Once again, if you guys haven't checked it out already, the Spotify account upgrading service down below. Lifetime upgrades, $3, very cheap, 100% guaranteed, 24/7 support, everything. Just check it out. Even if you don't really want to buy it, I recommend you just click the link. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy the video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.